This is Quinton Richards presenting his proposal to implement an Inmate Information Monitoring System to Correctional Services heads in Cape Town.
As you see, step one, that is an identity card, and what we have here is what we call the IPv2. This is just a demo model.
This presentation was made 2 years after he'd first started developing the system. Richards says he came up with the idea for a biometric identification system after being convicted on a drug offense in 2012. Handwritten on prison scrap paper, Richards says he worked day and night, even during the allocated 1 hour a day exercise time.
I suspect that they have actually copied my information. They've used it without my permission, my IP, and I'd like to clarify certain things with them, and they have become extremely unresponsive since the tender has become active.
He'd even manufactured prototypes of the plastic cards that would store the inmates' personal information. Richards went on to sign a non-disclosure agreement with the department's Jackie Reed Moses in June 2014. Weeks later, at the end of October, Correctional Services requested his business proposal and documents.
I do believe anybody employed with DCS is liable and responsible for the department when they put a signature on a document stating that this is private confidential information, and I believe that they have breached that.
National Commissioner Zach Modise says he has no knowledge of such an agreement.
I'm not aware of any record that the department is having from my position as the National Commissioner, but also from the position of our information technology. We don't have any record.
After months of scrutiny, DCS returned his documents saying his proposal was declined, but it later awarded a multi-million rand tender to Integratron, part of the SASTEC group of companies, around April 2015. The tender requirements, a carbon copy of Richards' presentation. Modise is adamant he knows nothing of Richards' plans, but email correspondence with DCS suggests differently.
We don't have any record of that work that Richards claims to have. And if he had given it to anybody else, maybe the people in the Western Cape could be best to answer that question.
Regional heads, though, referred us back to Modise's office. SASTEC and the department are currently under scrutiny both by South Africa's new tender regulator and Parliament. It's been reported that the tender regulator has ordered Correctional Services to cancel this so-called irregular tender. SASTEC has since denied Richards' claims and says the tender is currently under review. DCS says everything is above board.
When the award was made to Integratron, it was based on their product and not anybody else's product.
Neither SASTEC nor DCS are willing to provide proof that Integratron developed the system before Richards did. Richards is exploring his legal options.
If you consider all the facts that we have been presented with, we can only come to one conclusion, that prima facie we are sitting with a case. Not only a case, it appears to be a substantial case that our client has.
For now, it's a case of he said, she said, but Richards has vowed not to back down. Leanne Jansen, Cape Town.